Hi everyone, it's Yesenia. Welcome back to my channel, Budget with Books and Makeup. On this YouTube channel, I am talking about my financial journey. I am currently in my early 30s, trying my hardest to clean up the giant financial mess that I made in my early 20s. So if this is content that appeals to you, please like, please comment, please subscribe. Happy New Year, everyone! I hope everybody had a safe and wonderful New Year. It is currently January 2nd, 2024. I'm still in shock. I felt like I blinked my eyes and 2023 was over. And that is kind of awesome considering that 2020 felt like it dragged, 2021 felt like it dragged, 2022 we were getting like back into the nitty gritty of things, and 2023 felt like things are like we're finally back to normal for the first time in the last 3.5, 4 years or so. I'm just really hoping that this year, 2024, it's just gonna be the best year ever. I am manifesting that just because, well, like I said, the last couple of years have been kind of crappy. I don't think there's any other way of saying it. It's been a crappy couple of years. And then 2023, I kind of saw the light. So I'm really hoping 2024, I continue to move towards that light so I can continue reaching my goals. So today's video, I am closing out my budget for the month of December. I know that it is kind of early. It is January 2nd, and I get paid this Friday, January 5th. From both of my jobs. My last bill came through today, so that was taken out. And then I worked my last credit card, so that balance is now down to zero. All of my credit card balances are down to zero now. And anything that I buy today and from now until January 5th won't get cleared until it will get cleared on my credit card by like January 4th or January 5th. I'm just gonna count that towards the new month. So let's just go ahead, let's get started. All right, my phone is like shaking a little bit just because I have the extender hand, so that way I can make my phone project or film down this way, and it's like kind of shaking. So I'm gonna try to not move my table that much, and hopefully it doesn't shake that much. So we're gonna close out the paycheck number 2 first for the month of December, and then I'm gonna close out the month of December as a whole. I am very happy to say that my numbers for paycheck number 1 and paycheck number 2 match. I'm so excited for that. All right, I made some adjustments, so hopefully it's not gonna shake that badly anymore. I unfortunately cannot see the top of the screen. So I'm just gonna hope and pray that everything is in the video. Okay, there we go. So Google and Scribd, I have to stop calling Scribd because they rebranded themselves. They're now called Everend. I'm sorry, I don't think I can get used to that. I've had the Scribd Everend subscription for the last 3 years. For those who don't know, it is a book subscription. So they have all kinds of audiobooks, all kinds of ebooks. There's magazines, PDFs, essays, things like literally everything. And I am very sad that they raised their prices because of inflation. It was originally like $11 and some change, with taxes a couple of years ago, and then they had to raise it, like I said, because of inflation. So now it's $13.22. It is still a pretty good deal for your dollar. Audible, the basic subscription is $14.99 a month. So you essentially pay $15 for one audiobook. And this one, you pay $13.22, and you can listen to as many audiobooks as you would like. So I use this app in conjunction with my Libby app. For those who don't know, Libby is a library service. So you can enter in your library card information, and you can borrow audiobooks and ebooks from your library for free. You do have to return it within 3 weeks of borrowing the book, but that's plenty of time. And that is how I'm currently fueling my book obsession. So the name of my channel, Budget with Books and Makeup. I absolutely love books, but they can get pretty expensive. So I do utilize my local library a lot. I utilize this app a lot. I read 15 books a month because of these apps. So totally worth the money. I know that was a long tangent for Scribd, but if you are a book addict, or if you want to become a book addict and you don't want to spend all that money buying books, these two apps, I'll see if I can link them in the description bar. You utilize those apps and it will save you a lot of money. So that came out this month. Went to Jewel, bought some groceries as usual. There was one morning I completely forgot to meal prep, or I don't think, that's what it was. I had no food to meal prep. I had to go buy food, and I didn't buy eggs when I went grocery shopping a couple of days beforehand. So I went to Dunkin' Donuts and just bought myself a bagel and something else. And I just made my coffee at home to save money, because if I had bought a coffee, that $5.56 would have went up to like $15 or $12, $13. So saved like $7 by making my own coffee at home. Had to put gas in my car, and I've been using Costco because gas prices have been dropping. In my area, it's now like $3.70. And I know for some people that seems pretty expensive, but for where I live, that is pretty cheap. Costco is still cheaper. It was like $3.15 the last time I went. So there you go. I bought something for the household. I forgot what I bought. I think for when I go shopping at Target, I need to start writing down what I bought, because I forgot. Gonna be very honest, I don't remember what I bought. My Zen membership was $43.94. For those who don't know, I'm a part-time group exercise instructor, and I teach Aqua Zumba classes, and I need to pay in order to teach those classes. That's just pretty standard for like all group exercise certifications. They do require some kind of continuing education, and of course they need to pay those people who like create that material for us. I personally think this is pretty expensive, and if you've been watching my channel for a long time, then you already know this. But I have quite a few new subscribers. Hi, welcome. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about it. It still makes me money, so that's a good thing. And I'm teaching like 7-8 Zumba classes this month, so I'm definitely getting my money's worth this month. I made a debt payment. It was giant. It was $771.19. I am so proud of myself for that. I was hoping to make like an extra payment, but that's okay. That's pretty big. I'm very happy with how much I paid. Okay, happy but not happy. I mean, I'm glad I'm paying it down. I just wish I could have invested that money. But it's okay. It's okay. Discovery Plus, $544. I know there are lots of people out there who don't think this app is worth it. Or streaming service. I use the streaming service a lot. I love watching all my cooking shows on it. I love watching Dr. Pimple Popper, other medical shows. It has the Animal Planet. I don't have cable. I have lots of streaming services that I utilize in place of cable, and this is one of them. And I only pay for 2. So my parents and we share our apps, except Netflix. Netflix won't let me use my parents' Netflix app anymore in my apartment. Although I still can use their app on my phone. I don't understand that, but whatever. And Book of the Month is a book subscription. It's another book subscription that was $18.73. This one, they pick out 5 to 7 books every month. This is 1 credit, and then you can use that credit to pick a book. Most of these books tend to cost $25 to $30 retail price. So this is definitely a bargain. And if you don't like the books that they have chosen, you can skip a month, and then they won't charge you for the next month. And then you can use that credit for the following month. So that's why I love this book service. You can skip months if you don't want to get their books. ComEd bill, that's my electricity bill, $39.43. And the gas bill was $81.80. Since I have been living in this apartment, I've been figuring out, I'm sorry if you heard my dog barking. I have been figuring out how to keep my utilities low. And one thing I've noticed is that if I keep my heat at 67, then my gas bill won't go above $90. The first year I was in this apartment and I had to pay for my own heat, I was keeping the gas at like $69.70, and the gas bill shot up to $130. I'm like, what? No. So I keep it at 67. Don't worry, my little chihuahua. I turn the heating blanket on for her if she gets too cold, and she actually really loves that blanket. So that was a good investment. I spent $30 on a blanket, and it's saving me like $50 a month on the gas bill. Totally worth the investment. Jewel, $29.12, bought groceries. That's typically what I buy from Jewel. I know Jewel is not the cheapest grocery store. There are other cheaper options. Jewel is within walking distance of my apartment, so it saves me a ton of money on gas. So I pay a little more in groceries and I save a whole bunch of money in gas. Also, I have been going there so often now, I know when their stuff goes on sale. I had to pay for parking one day at work. It was $8 because they ran out of validation stickers. I was really upset. I wasn't even upset that I had to pay for parking. I was more upset with the person behind the customer service desk. At first, he was like really nice, trying to find me a sticker and whatnot. And then once he realized that there were no more stickers, he said in a very harsh and unfriendly tone, "Well, I'm sorry, the person who can help you is teaching a class right now. So you can either wait until 1 p.m. or you can leave. Other than that, there's nothing else we can do for you." His tone was just so off-putting. Like, I've never been talked to like that from one of our customer service people before. That's what really made me mad. I mean, of course, paying $8 for parking made me mad, but that made me mad even more. I emailed my boss and I emailed her the receipt, and she's gonna email my receipt to HR so I can get reimbursed for the $8. And you know what, even if I don't get reimbursed, like, the fact that she tried, I appreciate that. Like, that's the customer service that I was looking for. Like, please just try to help me and don't be rude about it. But my boss, both of my bosses at the gym, they're amazing people. They want to make sure that we get paid because they know that if we're happy, then the people who come to our classes are happy, and it's just a never ending cycle. So she was like, "I'll forward your receipt to HR. Don't worry, we'll get you reimbursed." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." But until then, I had to pay for it. So came out of car expenses. Went to Wingstop, $18.42. The reason why it's so cheap is because I walk there to pick it up. What I do is, in the evenings on Fridays, when I have to walk Cupcake, I place an order and then I walk her. I go pick up the order as I'm walking her and then I come home. So there you go, hack. And that's only if the restaurants allow your dogs in with you. They haven't said anything, so. Jewel, I bought food for myself and I bought food for Cupcake, so that was $39.67. I had to pay rent, which is $13.50. Paramount Plus is another streaming service that I pay for, $6.53. I do use it on the occasion. I mainly use it to watch Ink Master, and there are sometimes I just like watching cartoons. So Paramount Plus has all of my cartoon TV shows on there, so that's why I like using it. And since I only pay for 2 TV streaming services, I don't mind paying for it. I would like to get my own Netflix account again just because I like watching Netflix on my TV. My TV doesn't have AirPlay, so if I want to watch Netflix, I would have to physically connect my phone to the TV. That's like a lot of getting up, sitting down. I know, it's a first world problem and I'm complaining about nothing, but I don't know. I don't like watching TV on my phone. My phone is small. I got my phone because it's small and practical. If I had a bigger screen, I wouldn't mind watching TV shows on my phone, but I have tiny hands. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna stop. But I am not allowed to get any more subscriptions until I'm done paying off my debt. So I told myself that, so I can wait another 10, 11 months. It's honestly not the biggest deal in the world. Insurance, my car insurance and my renter's insurance is $131.44. I went to get my nails done and that was $75. My AT&T bill, which is my phone and my internet, came out and that was $208.60. I had ordered something from Uber Eats. I think it was a local bar. Y'all, stuff is getting expensive. This used to be like $20. It's the same order I've been getting since I moved into the neighborhood. When I first moved into the neighborhood, it was like $20, $21, and now the same order is $25.70. I don't know if it's because I'm using Uber Eats. It could be, but yeah, it was a good burger though. It was a good burger. Went to Jewel, bought a couple of things. So this Jewel purchase, I tried buying soy-free, dairy-free, gluten-free ranch dressing and something else free. I think it was like a vegan. It tasted horrible. I tried it and then I immediately threw both bottles. Both bottles were on sale. I should have just bought one just to give it a try, but I'm like, oh, it's on sale. So if I like it, I bought 2. Nope, don't do that. Don't do that. If it's something new, if it's on sale, just buy 1. Don't buy 2. I threw both bottles away because it was absolutely disgusting. So I'm just gonna go for the limited ingredient ranch dressing. I'm even thinking of making my own ranch dressing so I know what I put in there, but we'll see. And Cupcake had $70.85 left in her digital envelope, so I just dumped that money into her savings because I knew I wasn't going to need to buy anything for her anymore this month. Next budgeting month, which is January, it starts on January 5th. I am going to have to repurchase her dry food. I think I'll just buy it this week, so that way it's here before she runs out. She is running low, so I'm just going to buy it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So debt was $771.19. Utilities was $1811.27, which is not bad. Memberships was $45.91, and that is why I'm not canceling any of them while I'm currently on my debt-free journey. Honestly, so those are like my subscriptions, and it's under $50. So groceries, I spent $104.31. Household was $18.82. I did not personally buy anything for myself. Cupcake was just $5.99. That was her wet food. Although I don't think she likes the wet food. She ate her breakfast. Good. Tip, I don't think she likes chicken. I think she prefers the beef wet food, but you know, it was cheaper, and the beef comes in like giant packages, and some of it goes bad before she can finish the whole thing. That's why I went for a smaller package, but it was chicken. I just think she likes beef better. We'll see what happens, what I buy next time. Car expenses was $59.69. Beauty was $75. Work expenses was $43.94. Savings, $70.85. There were no unbudgeted purchases, which is awesome. And I forgot to put eating out in there, so I just really quickly wrote it down at the bottom. So $49.68. And I spent, it was that one. I originally forgot the $8 for the parking, but I subtracted $8 from this total, and it ended up being that. So the numbers did end up matching. All right, let's close out December. So I added up all of my income for the month, and I got $5,630.46. So when I add up all my monthly expenses, and I am rolling over $300, that's how much I have left in one of my checking accounts where like all the money gets distributed. So I'm including that in this number. So let's see if I get zero or close to zero. Utilities. This actually is pretty easy because all my utilities come out in the second half of the month. So it was $1,811.27. My debt was a lot. Woo! $1,647.41. Oh, I forgot something. Let me put this here. I'm going to subtract that from what I originally planned on putting, which is over budget by $341.20, which debt and savings, you always want to be over budgeted, right? You always want to put more towards your debt. You always want to put more money in savings. So that is a good thing. I was under budget for utilities, which is another good thing. I originally budgeted $1,890.04 minus $1,811.27. I was under budget by $78.77. Memberships was $45.91, so that's zero. That's good. Groceries. So the only reason why I went over budget in groceries is because I bought like holiday food for when we went over to my grandma's house, and instead of taking it out of my Christmas budget, which I'm gonna do next year, I took it out of my grocery budget, and that is the only reason why. Yeah, there was like I spent like $40 purchasing like dessert to feed my family for family dinner. And I'm like, why didn't I use my Christmas money? I had like a whole bunch of Christmas money left over. So I will make sure to do that. And so I was over budget by $33.75. Otherwise, I would have stayed under budget. Household, $74.19. So I was under budget. Yay me. $25.81. Cupcake, she was severely under budget, which is great. At this point, since she's turning 4, we're not going to talk about that. I can't believe she's turning 4 this year. Since she's older, she's already established, like, I already know what food she likes. She has a whole bunch of toys. I refuse to buy more toys for her. She has so many toys and she doesn't play with most of them. So I'm like, nope, no more toys. I just have to like buy her some Trio, rebuy her her wet food, if you know she needs a new sweater and things like that. I don't need to buy her poop bags that often. I get a giant pack of 580 poop bags and they literally last me like more than half the year. So $70.85, which is what went into her sinking fund. So that math is correct. Beauty, I went over budget. I had to buy a lot of skincare. So that definitely, yeah, $302.18. I need to buy more skincare. So I was over budget by $27.18. $30 and I over, so next year what I'm gonna do for personal, I bought a whole bunch of things for Black Friday and I just took it out of my personal spending money. Part of that was my new budget planner. So oh my God, it's already next year. This year, I'm going to budget that separately so I don't have to take it out of my personal spending because, yeah. And I should also just like save some money aside for it, just in case I do want to buy things for Black Friday. And then if I don't, then it goes back into savings. So I got to plan that better. Car expenses did not go over budget because gas keeps going down, which is great. I will not lower my gas budget because just in case gas prices go up again, I want to be prepared for it. So this is fine. Who knows? I really hope it doesn't happen, but eating out, I think I was under budget finally for the first time in like 3 months. Yes! And I think that's how much, hold on, let me double check. I know how much I have left in my envelope. Yep, that's how much I have left in my envelope. That is awesome. I was really trying so hard to be so much better about eating out this month. And what really helped was going over to my family's houses and like bringing home leftovers. I currently have leftovers from New Year's in my fridge, Colombian chicken with empanadas. So that's gonna be dinner tonight. All right, work, $80.36 plus $43.94. $124. What else did I think I had to buy that new, okay, wait. Yeah, the headphones. Okay, that actually makes perfect sense. I had to buy that headphone adapter for my phone and I kept the receipt. The receipt is in my little box. So that's a tax write-off. Like that's a work expense. So I'm going to write it off. Savings, 70. So 70.85 plus 585 equal, oh, you know what I forgot to write in here? The membership for my Acorns. Darn it. Don't worry. Okay, that's totally fine. That's fine. 655.85 minus 618, 3787, huh? 3785. Something's not right. But yeah, I was over budget. Unbudgeted, $89.20. What did I buy? Oh, I had to buy a coat. That's right. My old winter coat finally like fell apart, like legit fell apart. So my mom gave me some money because I watched her dog for her and I used some of that money to purchase the winter coat. So it didn't hit my budget that hard. And then I rolled over $300. So here is the moment of truth. Now I add up all of these numbers and I hope I get that number up here at the top. Please wish me luck. So this is what happened. I initially included the rollover, which would have put me over by like $300. Like the math was not mathing. So I did the math without the rollover. I am at $12.53. Like that's what I actually spent. The rollover was not spent and it's still sitting in my account. So I'm not sure how to go about this. Because when I initially did my budget, I just budgeted literally what I thought was going to come into my checking account. I didn't budget in the rollover, and I think I rolled over like $160 or something like that between November and December. And even though that last $300 I can put towards debt, I don't want my checking account at zero. I can even bring it down to $100, but that makes me nervous. So that's why I just left $300 in there. Putting the $300 like sent me severely, like the numbers were just not, the math was just not mathing. So I guess I just calculated what I spent, how much money came in and what I actually spent. And I was over budget by $12.53. And I'm gonna be honest, I like that number. So we're keeping that number, because that number makes me happy. So I'm just gonna have to figure out what I wanna do for my budget next month. I did do a mock budget and I planned $300 rollover left in my Chase checking account. So I think if I do that math correctly, then the next month should come out better. So we're gonna leave it at this because this is my happy note. And let's do one more thing. This video is already at 35 minutes. I'm gonna try to cut down as much of it as I possibly can. Sorry for the long video. Like December, it's the last month of the year. So lot is happening, a lot is happening. All right, debt-free journey update. I have one debt left. They're my student loans, and I am so close to being done. At the beginning of December, I started off with $18,133.90. I put varied for the interest rate because there are 3 loans left and they are all at different interest rates. However, because my balance is considered low, I guess, it's pretty low, my loans aren't even accruing interest anymore. So the balance is just, that's what the balance is. First paycheck, I made a $876.22 payment. The second paycheck, it was a $771.19 payment. So together, I know I already did the math in the closeout, but let me just get that math again. Total was $1,647.41. And then if you take that from the original number up here, yes, that's actually exactly how much I have left. I currently have $16,486.49 left to pay off this year. I'm so excited. Like, I'm gonna be even more excited when I finally get that number to under $10,000. I feel like that's when it's really gonna hit me like, oh my God, I'm right there. So that is my balance starting off for this year for 2024. I'm gonna make a big payment this Friday when I get both of my paychecks. I do have to pay for school this month. Otherwise, I would have been able to send $2,500 to my student loan, but that's okay. School, I will definitely get my money back when I finish school and then some, and then I'll have another career choice. Not like another teaching option if I choose to make that other teaching option. Okay, that's it. That's a wrap for 2023. I think I did pretty well this year. I have my budget planner video coming right after this one. I know I've been talking about it. It's coming. I just needed to close out the month of December first, so it will definitely be the next video. I'm going to talk about goals, and then we'll budget for the month of January. Thank you all so much for watching my video. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. Let me know, how are you doing? Are you doing great? Are you not doing great? It's okay if you're not. We have setbacks, and the only thing we can do is just keep moving forward. I've had numerous setbacks on my debt-free journey, and I'm still going. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye.